Hey, what's up, guys? New day out here at the property. I'm Brandon. Blisto's up there getting him some breakfast. It's a nice blue sky day again. It's a little chilly this morning. It was in the 40s. Not too bad. And the wind's not really blowing, which helps out a lot. So I think we're going to get back over to the area I was cleaning up in the last video, up over there, and finish up what we started, and then move on to the other areas and get those cleaned up. It's good weather, be out here, get away from that sun, to be out here working, doing some of this physical labor, because that warms you up. It's a lot better to be doing it when it's 40 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever it is, than when it's 90 something degrees or 100. So I'm gonna get the tractor warmed up, get the tools back out, and head over there and get her done. All right, we're back over here. Got all my tools in the tractor and got most of the big branches cut down yesterday, especially off this mesquite here. So got all those briars to pull out of it. And same over here. Got a lot of the big branches. I'm gonna cut down some more there in the middle, some of those big ones off that Osage orange tree. And got a ton of briars to pull out of there. Those are no fun. But it's got to be done, so I'm going to do it. And this will be cleaned up in no time. However, the first step with these briars is always, I've done it so many different ways, but I found the best is just to cut them off down at the ground with the brush cutter here on the weed eater and pull them down. And after I get all that down and cleaned up on both of these, I'll have to come back through and rake all through here to get all the pieces of briar and little pieces of mesquite with thorns and whatnot. Get all that picked up off the ground so I don't get flat tires on the riding lawnmower or the Segway. The dog don't step on them. So I'm gonna get these pulled out real quick here. That's always the easy part there. All right, that was honestly a really easy one to pull those out of. If you don't know what briars are, they're like barbed wire. It grows like a vine with a lot of thorns on it. But I'm gonna get going over here on the next one and see how that goes. Hopefully it goes as smooth. All right, well, it's getting a little warm out here. I didn't want to take off my jacket because pulling those briars, just in the cloth, it just grips and grabs and tangles you up. This jacket is pretty good at not allowing that to happen. But I got a lot more done. It's pretty clear. Got a lot of mess to clean up. And I think I'm gonna take that tree right there all the way down. Like I said, that's that Osage orange. It drops those big green balls that just attract flies and the branches, big thorns and everything. It's kind of a pointless tree. It grows every which way. And I got this other big one right here, right there. It's always hard to point on a camera here. And that should provide a lot of shade right in that area. So we'll take a quick break and come back. All right, I did go take a little break, went and came back and went and dumped the load that was on the tractor and cleaned up some more that were over here. And no, I was talking about the briars. I don't know if you can tell, this is one of the bigger ones. You know, thorn, 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 thorn there. You know, this is a medium-sized one here, and it's, you know, just thorn, thorn, and they're needle sharp. So yeah, that's what this whole pile of stuff is right there. You got another one back over there, and it's no fun pulling them out of the tree. Like I said, they stick to you and grab you and poke you. So I'm gonna continue on this tree here. Got the tractor parked over there to load it up. And I think I'm just gonna cut one branch and then another and then another and then cut off the stump somewhere after that's all down. So we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna go for the main tall one right there. And it's leaning that way, so that's the way I gotta go with it. I really don't want to because that's where I drive to come in. And if any of those, I miss any of those sharp ones, I can get a flat tire. It's happened once before, but gonna cut a face cut in the front and the pie cut in the front, and then come across the back and hopefully just let it fall down gently. So see how that goes. All right, I had to get some of this stuff out of my way first. go that way. Let's try this way. All right, that's the front cut. And I got a pole saw, so I'm gonna use it just so I can have further distance. There she goes. All right. Whew. Not too bad. I'm gonna cut that stump down too. And then, well, I might leave it right there. Because one good thing about having it tall, if I try to dig it out, I got that leverage to push on the top. And it makes the trees come out a little easier. So think of that. I'm gonna leave that right there like that. I'm gonna go ahead and buck this up and get enough to get on the tractor, go dump it off, and then I'll be back. All right, well, I got all the trees cleaned up. Now it's just to get the small stuff that's down on the ground, all the small sticks and pokey stuff and whatnot. And normally I do that raking the whole area. And I don't know if I just thought of it or if I'd done it before, but this time I ran the box blade around and got what I could. There's a pile back over there, which is gonna make it a lot easier. I don't know why, or if I haven't done that before, or if I just thought of it, but man, it's gonna be a lot less work. So I'm gonna get over here and rake up what I couldn't get with the box blade, and then move on to something else. All right, I got everything raked up and what's up, Blisto? All the spiky things in piles here. I'm gonna leave the piles there for now because I need the bucket back on the tractor, and I got the forks on there. So I'm gonna cut up some of these big logs of mesquite that I had, and then I'm gonna move over to this other spot and see about starting that. It's getting a little late in the day, so I don't know how far I'll get on that, but we'll see. All right, we're over here at this spot, and it's much worse and a lot more than what I've been working on. Got these 1, 2, 3, 4 big trees, and then a group of them back over there on the other side. So I think this is going to take me a while. I probably will not get it done today. I got this other group over here, but I am going to get started, see how much I can get done in a little over an hour, and come back and let you see what I got done. I probably won't film any of it because it's just me pulling out all these briars again. And I think the camera does not do it justice about how thick it is, because it is really thick in there. Maybe it's the sunlight shining through. See what it looks through like on this side. But yeah, it is a pure mess. So I'm gonna get started and see what I can get done. Well, it's been about an hour and a half since we last talked, and here we are. Got all that 4 trees that were there cleared out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bundles of those briars. And I'll tell you what, pulling those things out is a full body workout. And you're pulling with your legs, with your arms, and man, it takes a lot, but it does look so much better. Walk around here where I did earlier, and man, can actually see through here, get through here. And this was the other spot that I needed to get to, but I don't have the time. But as you can see, just a huge difference from this over to over here. And these stacks of briars, I mean, they're up to my shoulder. So there's, well, a couple of them are, and they don't stack very well, but that's beside the point. It's man, it's cleared out real nice. It's hard work, but it's a good feeling. Of course, I still got to come back and clean all this up and take the briars off and dump them. But it's a good feeling, I'm saying, to get to this point and be close to finishing up this little area. We've got like those 3 trees over there that I said, and then that one area back over there. And that'll clean up all the briars. I swear I've pulled thousands of feet of briars out of these trees. I mean, this whole area right here, it's a different area than I was just working on over here. But all those trees, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back over that way. I mean, all the trees in this whole area were that way before. So, like I said, I've pulled thousands of feet of briar out of the tree. I don't know if there's a better way to do it. If there is, I wish I knew about it. So, I guess that'll be the end. I gotta go put up the tools, clean up. It's getting late, head back to town. So, till next time, later.